Hi folks, and welcome to a brand new episode of CNB right here on the NDTV network. I'm Siddharth Vinayak Parthankar. We are back at the India Expo Mart as promised for part 2 of our Auto Expo coverage. Now last week on the program you saw all the big launches, the big debuts, but there's plenty more to take you through from all these stands around us. So what are we doing out here? It is time to head right back inside.
Big debut for the market, Toyota unveiled the much-awaited and sleeker-looking new Corolla. This 11th generation model is expected to hit the roads in a few weeks.
It's a reasonably spacious cabin. I won't say it's generous, but that's not the only attribute that Toyota will be playing on when this car gets launched in the Indian market. Now we showed it to you for the first time from the LA Auto Show. This is the new generation of the Corolla. In India, of course, remember the moniker Altis goes with it, and so which is why you're seeing it as the new Corolla Altis. Lots more chrome than what you saw on the US spec car, and no doubt about it, it is positioned at a slightly more luxurious sort of a place in the market than what you saw in the US car. Now you remember that car was styled more from the point of view of being a little bit sporty. Here, like I said, it's a different kind of a play. However, this segment hasn't been so hot the last few months, has it? And so which is why for Toyota it will be important to not just position this car importantly, but also get the pricing right, because really at this point this company would like to have something that fires up the imagination of the buyer and also the market. So the new Corolla looking even more upmarket in pearl white there. But here's the other new launch from Toyota. This is a car that will come to the market. It's not a concept. The Etios Cross is essentially the Etios Leva that's been dressed up. Well, more than dressed up, perhaps dressed down, because it gets more butch and more rugged. A huge, very embellished sort of a front bumper, and the cladding continues along the side. You've got roof rails on top. Yes, it's trying to be an SUV. Yes, it's trying to be a little crossover-ish. And why not? That's where the demand lies. The idea is to say that, look, we'll appeal to a different kind of customer. It's a nice color too. Interesting, they all get orange when they want to become a crossover. And take a look inside. Looks a little bit more premium and upmarket. And Toyota believes that there is a market for something like this. The car will hit the market in about a month's time. So that'll be interesting to see how the market reacts to this car. You react to it in the meanwhile. Prices will not be too far off from the hatch, and we're waiting, of course, for the final figures in terms of overall specs, and including whether or not the ground clearance has been bumped up just a bit.
After months of dead silence, Fiat too had exciting plans to share, finally launching the Abarth brand in India with the Fiat 500 Abarth. To be imported initially, Fiat does plan to assemble it here in India in a few years. Fiat also unveiled the facelifted Linea and promises the facelifted Punto soon.
We've clearly said Jeep is an iconic brand, and Jeep is a brand that resonates with the Indian SUV community and the Indian customer. So we clearly are committed to bringing that to India. We've just said, looking at the current economic conditions, current foreign exchange fluctuations, we just want to wait a little more and make sure that the iconic brand like Jeep is introduced at the right time.
The Aventura is Fiat's promised new car this year though, and it will arrive soon. It's a rugged hatch crossover based on the Punto platform. There was lots more real off-road muscle on show, with Maruti unveiling the Gypsy Escapade Edition. Yes, the Gypsy is still going strong. Mahindra had the Thar Midnight Edition and the Tata Motors Safari Storm Ladakh Edition. India's top auto designer and CNB juror Dilip Chhabria, or DC, unveiled two flashy models, the Eleron SUV and the TR2-seater mini SUV. Both cars will be going into production by 2016, while the much-delayed Avanti sports car will get on the roads this year. General Motors upped the heat at the Expo with the very hot Chevrolet Corvette Stingray, a total powerhouse with 455 bhp on tap. Whoa! And the even hotter Camaro with its impressive V8 engine. Both these cars sure had the crowds going gaga and were perhaps two of the most photographed cars of the show. General Motors also launched the Chevrolet Beat facelift. New additions include new clear glass headlamps, a revised front grille and more features in the cabin. But yes, unlike the global facelift, you've got to look hard to spot the changes. Ex-showroom prices for the facelifted Beat start at 4,06,000 rupees ex-showroom Delhi. And speaking of facelifts, Ford too unveiled the Fiesta facelift, expected to hit the market later this year. The vehicle features a redesigned hood and bumpers and Ford's new trapezoidal grille a la Aston Martin that we have also seen on the EcoSport and the Figo concept. The interiors now have a lighter two-tone trim and the Ford Sync connectivity system with AppLink gets on board too. Looks good, and we hope Ford gets its positioning right this time. Nissan has facelifted the Sunny and showed it at the Expo. The sedan looks a bit more premium with a new bigger grille and headlamps, while new interior features include leather-wrapped steering wheel, piano black center console and side impact airbags. But oddly enough, the facelift won't be in the market till the year end. Czech automaker Škoda had two exciting facelifts to showcase on the Yeti and the Superb. The return of the Yeti will please many, especially with the new exterior changes on the wider grille and the headlamps. The new Superb has been launched at 18.87 lakh rupees ex-showroom Delhi for the entry variant. The car gets a refreshed look with new exterior design and comes packed with premium features on the inside. The biggest change is in the rear styling and the new daytime running LEDs up front. Even two-wheelers saw a few facelifts, with TVS unveiling the 110cc Star with tweaked looks and new features like a digital speedometer and service indicator. Mahindra too launched the Centuro facelift, now equipped with disc brakes. But the big one was this. Suzuki came out with all guns blazing with 4 new bike launches. Among them, the muscular V-Strom 1000 ABS, which has been priced at 15 lakh rupees and will be launched in the next 6 months. Other bike launches include the 250cc Inazuma premium bike and the 155cc Gixxer model. The prices of the Gixxer yet to be revealed, but the Inazuma will be priced around 3 lakh rupees ex-showroom Delhi. Suzuki also launched the 110cc LED scooter, which also features a CVT gearbox, and it's been priced around 43,000 rupees ex-showroom Delhi.
Now this is the hybrid version of the Accord sedan from Honda. The reason it's here on the stand, quite simply, to gauge people's reaction. Maybe you'll get this car soon enough. Last week we showed you the Mobilio and the Jazz, which definitely are coming. But you know what? It's not about the hybrid Accord. It's that car that's caught my interest. The NSX just looks like $1 million. It is the legendary nameplate from Honda, and it will make a market comeback very soon. Now, there's been 3 NSX concepts over the past few years. So Honda's been teasing us, finally confirming though that this is the last concept. You will see a production version of the NSX making its debut first in the US market as early as next year. That's right, 2015 is when this car will be launched. In the meanwhile, remember, this is just a concept for now. We'll show you this and more concept cars, more concept bikes. That's after a short break, right here on CNB. Stay tuned. Welcome back to CNB. Now, I haven't won this award, but the TVS Jupiter certainly won not just this one, but the other trophy as well. It is our scooter of the year and the CNB Viewer's Choice two-wheeler of the year. So it's great to see these trophies on display. The reason I'm talking about it, not just to appreciate the Jupiter itself, but to tell you that we have the name of the gentleman who has won our Viewer's Choice contest when it comes to the two-wheeler. So, who's going to be riding home a brand new TVS Jupiter? It is Abraham Cherian from Bangalore. So many congratulations to you. We hope you have all the best of times with your new Jupiter, and very soon we will be coming across to you in Bangalore to introduce you to your brand new scooter. Now, who's won the Viewer's Choice car? Well, let's go across to the Ford Pavilion to find out. Right, so who has picked up one of these beauties? It is none other than Mrs. Vaidehi Sathe from Pune. Many congratulations. The Eco Sport is yours and we'll soon be with you in Pune to get your car across to you. So many congratulations. Thank you to everyone who took part in our Viewers' Choice contest. Now it's on to the much promised and the very exciting concepts from the Expo.
The Rexon compact SUV concept from Tata Motors showed that the company was heading the right way with an impressive design language combined with next-generation infotainment offered on the inside. One of the showstoppers at the Expo this year was the Hyundai HND9 Venice concept car. This luxury sports coupe is meant to showcase Hyundai's fluidic sculpture design philosophy.
So I'm here with Pinko and Blue Will here at Broomland at the Hyundai stand. So as you can see, the kids are loving it here, having a bit of fun here at the auto stand. The adults are quite enjoying the big cars and the kids are having here lots of it for the kids here to come and enjoy. And not just at Hyundai, but also the other manufacturers have created zones for kids to come and have fun.
Engaging the crowds was high on the agenda and there was also fun on offer. Leading auto magazine Auto X had a similar idea, offering a few laps on the Xbox version of the Nissan GT game. Bala decided to try a few laps himself before setting out to try the real thing.
So all work and no play makes me a very, very dull boy. So I decided to get into the car of the GT Academy and give my hand at it. Just don't tell Siddharth about it.
Audi's Sport Quattro concept is a hybrid with a 4-litre twin-turbo V8 mated to an electric motor. It showcases Audi's future laser light technology, which is 3 times as bright as conventional lighting. We also got an exclusive sneak peek at the gorgeous facelift on the Audi A8L with the tweaked W12 engine. The car now features unique matrix LED headlamps, a 2-piece panoramic sunroof and plenty more. Quite an exclusive car, eh? Mahindra Reva unveiled the Halo electric sports car concept. This 2-door electric car concept is quick too, generating 140 bhp and a top speed of 160 km per hour. M&M is investing up to 300 crore rupees on the Halo project and plans a production car in 3 to 4 years.
So come September 2014, you will see this, the Mahindra Formula E car, competing in the World Racing Championship that's going to be fully electric. Also, they haven't announced the driver names yet, but Karun Chandok is one of those names that's been doing the rounds for a while now. It'll be a big, big moment for Mahindra really, as it'll be among the 9 teams competing in this World Racing Championships for Formula E.
Bike makers also had their share of interesting concepts to showcase. The Hero Group showcased the futuristic iron hydrogen fuel cell bike concept using lithium air technology. The other interesting concept was the Hero Simplicity Intracity bike featuring a removable battery pack and even a smartphone connection.
So this exciting 4-wheel concept from Bajaj called the U-Car has intrigued most of us here at the Auto Expo, as it's possibly going to be Bajaj's foray into the passenger car segment with this concept. So while the RE60 will cater primarily to the commercial transport segment, you possibly see this design coming in for the passenger car from Bajaj. Also, this is powered by the fuel-injected triple-spark engine, which also has the automatic transmission along with air conditioning on the inside. So it's going to be exciting to see Bajaj come out with their passenger car using the U-Car concept.
2 interesting concepts from TVS 2, the aggressive Dracon X21 Concept 250cc motorcycle and the Graphite Concept 150 scooter. Hints of the next Apache.
The 12th edition of the Auto Expo wrapped up just outside the nation's capital a few days ago, and it's possibly been the most successful edition ever. We've decided that despite the fact that the industry is going through a tough time, it chose to come out all guns blazing, and so it was time to recognize their efforts, catch the very first ever CNB Auto Expo Awards for Excellence. Welcome everyone to this very special hangout coming to you from the Auto Expo. This is the 12th edition of the Auto Expo and we are at the Hero stand. This is one of the biggest pavilions here at the Auto Expo, and I can tell you the Hero universe, as we are calling it here, has been buzzing with activity. Now, thank you all so much for participating, and all of you who wrote in and took part in this contest. We're really grateful. Few of you are the lucky winners who will be joining us now over the next few minutes, and you'll get the chance to, of course, ask your questions to all three of us over here. So without much further ado, let me go ahead and introduce the other two gentlemen who are sitting here with me. We've got Mr. Pavan Munjal, who's the Managing Director at the company which is India's and the world's largest manufacturer of two-wheelers, Hero.
Hi guys.
We've also got Ranbir Kapoor, who's a big motoring enthusiast, and yes, of course, Ranbir also has another claim to fame, which maybe some of you know about. So, right, of course, he's one of the biggest stars we have in the country, and we're going to get started right away by first talking about the Expo. This is where it's all coming to, and every 2 years, the action shifts. It used to be Pragati Maidan, now it's going to be the Greater Noida Expo Mart. Ranbir, you've been to the Expo last time. What's that energy and buzz that you're picking up?
I think more than just the location, I was really pleasantly surprised, happy and excited seeing the Hero display. I think Pamanji has always pushed the boundaries of innovation, of surprise, the surprise element, of actually entertaining, just the customer by checking out the, the variety of models that Hero has, and the kind of bikes that he has down there. I think it's like going to Disneyland. You want to go sit on it, you want to play with it. So I think that itself has been really nice, and I'm really grateful to be part of the Hero family.
For you, biking or bike scooters in general, where does that come from? Where does that interest come from?
You've grown up
quite literally, yeah,
fantasizing about cars and bikes. I never thought I would get an opportunity to represent, such a huge brand in our country and worldwide now, like Hero. And the kind of, products and the kind of bikes that they're coming up with. The first bike I shot with was the Impulse. And it's such a cool looking bike, such an easy ride. So I think boys like it, girls like boys who like it. So there's nothing better than that, yeah.
So it's a good fit.
It's a good fit.
No, but do you...
I want to just add here that while as a company we gave the special scooter for the girls, for the ladies, because we thought that they would be riding only scooters. But I personally, from the company, I'm going to promote motorcycles also for ladies and girls. Why shouldn't they be riding motorcycles?
All right, so that's exciting stuff. Let's also get in some questions now that we've got from our winners who are joining us right now. Sajan from Bangalore, please go ahead and ask your question as well.
My question is for Mr. Munjal, sir. I just wanted to know that with the current trend of new bikes entering into the Indian market, and now that the market is so wide open, do you think that our country or Indian market is now ready for 1000 cc's and above bike?
The Indian market clearly is continuing on its growth path. The growth may have come down a bit right now, which I think is a temporary phase, but the market is going to continue to grow in the country. The penetration levels are still quite low. While today, the market for the super bikes, the 1000 cc's or even the 600 cc's may not be very big, but I think that's the aspiration for all of you guys out there, and that's what we want to do for you.
All right. Another question now, and another one of our contest winners from Bangalore. Nikhil, thank you for participating and congrats on being here with us. Go ahead and ask your question.
My question is for Ranbir.
Hi, Nikhil.
And I want to know what matters is the looks or performance or the technology of the motorbike. What matters a lot for you?
I think it's an amalgamation of everything. It's the look, it's the technology of the bike, it's the way it rides, it's how you feel when you sit on it. I think all of it matters, and I think with the bike, it's also love at first sight.
All right, great, thank you. Also from Mumbai is Prateek, who's also with us right here, part of this hangout. Hi, Prateek. That's a really cool space you're sitting in, I have to say.
Where are you?
And yeah, great background. It kind of matches your shirt as well.
My question is for Mr. Munjal. Hero recently showcased the R&D diesel scooter, sir, and according to me, it's going to change the scope of two-wheelers in the country. What made you come up with this idea, sir?
As you can see, it's a very interesting concept, and where it comes from is, if you look at the Indian landscape, the kind of usages people want from their motorcycles are very, very diverse. So far, the products that we've been giving to people is riding from A to B. But this product, lot of people want haulage from their products. A lot of people want power from their products. This one has a diesel 150cc diesel turbocharged direct injection engine, which is giving you huge torque to go into any kind of terrain that you want to.
How often do both of you get the time from your schedules to actually get on a bike or go on a drive of any kind?
Well, go on a drive, yes, a lot of times, but most of the time on a four-wheeler.
That's why
Well,
I said not to work.
I love to drive myself, but I do most of the driving overseas. I like to sit back, relax in the rear seat here with my driver taking me around, taking me to work most of the times. Unfortunately, I myself don't get to ride two-wheelers so much, but yes, all the new models that are made by the company and competition models, I do try them out before they're actually sent out for commercial
I've seen you in
production.
your riding gear and
That's
everything,
right.
so I know that. We keep sharing notes, so
Yeah, I myself love driving. Every opportunity I get, I go behind the wheel. Thankfully, my job makes me ride bikes, drives cars, and in different locations around the world. So I'm riding all the time, or I'm driving all the time.
my job lets me do that too. So I have to say that that's the big plus or the big highlight. All right, guys, that was the first part, if you will, of this hangout, and all of the winners who joined us right now and asked all their questions. I hope you were happy with the answers, and we really appreciate your time. Thank you for taking it out and coming and joining us and hanging out with us. Now, the Celerio may well be the big launch from Maruti Suzuki here at the Expo, but as you saw, the Ciaz as a concept certainly getting a lot of attention too. And I can tell you that if the next generation SX4 looks anything like that, well, we're almost guaranteed it will be a runaway success, because the one thing you expect from Maruti is aggressive pricing. React to what you've seen here at the Expo, all of the details that we've been throwing at you. I'd love that feedback, and anything you want to see that we want to take forward from what you've been seeing over the last 2 weeks. Remember, we'll have, of course, the reviews of cars like the Celerio, the Santa Fe, all of that coming up on the program over the next few weeks. So I shall wait for your feedback. We will be back next week with something equally or more exciting. And until then, please wear your seatbelts. Please do wear your helmets if you're on a two-wheeler, and don't use your cell phone on a four or two-wheeler if you're riding or driving. Bye-bye.